Today, we're going to talk about climate change affecting mental health. Thank you so much, Green Hero, for tuning into the Green Hero podcast. So let us dive into the topic. Well, is climate change possible to cause mental health? Well, there are a few cases to support this topic. I do agree with it. Why do I say that? Because number one, when climate change happens, right, let us take for an example Bangladesh. Okay, when the river starts to overflow, okay, the rising of the river, okay, cause flash flood in certain areas. People are forced to evacuate their house. Okay, at the last minute, they have to evacuate because when the flood comes in, right, it comes in very fast, and they have no time to pack their things to evacuate. So most of their valuable things, such as cell phones, TV, cabinets, goods, will be washed away by the flood itself, and they'll all be contaminated and will also be dirty and it no longer be usable anymore. So most of that has to be thrown away. So all these things requires money. So at the end of the day, when these people are being affected by flash flood, okay, they are a victim of flash flood, they are forced to be placed at an evacuation center, or they have to place in somewhere on a higher ground that has been arranged by the government. So the people who are being affected by this, right, they will start to think, where am I going to get money to buy new clothes? Where am I going to get money to buy new furniture? Because all of these things, right, it requires money, and the flash flood just destroy all of it. So that's why it will actually affect the mental health, especially the parents, because they need to think where to get the money, and their savings will be depleted. Because if flash flood keeps on happening year by year, and we can see every year flash flood has been I would say happening. Okay, it happens frequently already in Bangladesh. If you look at another case as well, let us look at China. Okay, we know that China's in the recent years they have been facing severe drought. So when this severe drought happens, right, what happens is that it actually caused the farmers in China not able to harvest their crops. If the farmers in China are not able to harvest their crop, and most of the China farmers, they are living in poverty. If they are not able to harvest the crops and sell to the local markets, their income will be affected. They will not be able to feed their families, they will not be able to pay their workers, they will not be able to pay their equipment or their utilities. So all these things, right, will actually affect the farmers' mental health as well, to also think. And that is why sometimes farmers do suicide. Okay, they actually kill themselves, they actually wants to end their life because of all these misery or these miserable encounters they have to face, and they have to endure as well. Because at the end of the day, the government is not going to give them full support. Maybe they give out some aids, but it's not going to cover everything. So at the end of the day, when they see the debts are piling up, or the losses they have already accumulated because of the climate change or because of the severe drought, they are just the one thing that they could think of is just that, how am I going to get the money to pay off all these losses? So in short, yes, mental health will be affected, okay, because of climate change, especially those especially parents, business owners, who are actually directly being impacted because of money issue. Okay, at the end of the day, if we live in the mundane world, you need money to survive. Without money, you will not be able to go far in life. So that is why I'm saying once again, yes, mental health is really being affected. Okay, it's being affected by climate change. So at the end of the day, we need to really look into this. Government around the world needs to look into this, that whenever flash flood happens, severe drought happens, we need to also provide emotional support, okay, such as counseling, to make sure that these people who are being affected by the flash floods or by the severe droughts or by any other climate change disasters will be able to go through this. Okay, so that's all from me. So thank you so much for tuning in to this topic. And if you have any other topics that you want us to speak in the future, feel free to leave a comment, and we will do our best to educate and empower you on that topic so that you can share this knowledge with other people out there. So that's all for today's podcast topic. Thank you, and I'll see you in our next episode.